Implementation of community notes in 2024, for critical phases and $1.8 million budget allocation driving user-driven verification protocols. Overview. As misinformation continues to proliferate across digital platforms, the need for reliable verification mechanisms has never been more critical. In 2024, the implementation of community notes, an innovative user-driven verification protocol, will launch with a dedicated budget of $1.8 million. This initiative aims to enhance the accuracy of information shared on social media and other online platforms through a structured phased approach. Detailed breakdown of implementation phases. Phase 1, Research and Development. Timeline, Q1 2024. The first phase focuses on understanding the landscape of community-driven content verification. This involves engaging with potential users and stakeholders through surveys and focus groups to gather qualitative data on their needs and expectations. The insights derived from this phase will shape the platform's functionality, ensuring it aligns with user preferences and effectively addresses their concerns surrounding misinformation. Key activities include conducting surveys, engaging a diverse audience to assess their experiences with misinformation and gather suggestions for improvement. Focus groups, facilitating discussions among various demographic groups to explore their attitudes toward content verification and the role they envision for community engagement. Stakeholder interviews, consulting with experts including digital literacy advocates and social media professionals to understand best practices and challenges in existing verification systems. Phase 2, Platform Development. Timeline, Q2 2024. Following the research phase. The second phase will involve the actual development of the Community Notes platform. This will encompass both front-end and back-end development to ensure a user-friendly experience while maintaining robust data management capabilities. Key components include user interface design, creating an intuitive interface that encourages user participation and simplifies the verification process. Back-end infrastructure, building systems that can efficiently manage large volumes of user-generated content and interactions, ensuring scalability and security. Integration of tools, exploring the potential for integrating AI-assisted moderation tools that can help identify misinformation while empowering users to contribute actively. Phase 3, Pilot Testing. Timeline, Q3 2024. The pilot testing phase will involve launching the platform in selected communities, allowing for real-world testing of its functionalities. This phase is crucial for identifying any issues and gathering user feedback. Activities will include community engagement, partnering with local organizations to recruit participants for the pilot program. Ensuring a diverse representation of users. Feedback collection, utilizing surveys and interviews to gather insights from pilot users about their experiences, challenges, and suggestions for improvement. Iterative improvements, making necessary adjustments based on pilot feedback to enhance the platform's usability and effectiveness prior to the full launch. Phase 4, Full Launch and Evaluation. Timeline, Q4 2024. The final phase will mark the full-scale launch of the Community Notes initiative. Following the launch, an evaluation period will be established to assess the platform's effectiveness in improving information accuracy and user engagement. Key actions will include launch event, organizing a launch event to promote the platform and encourage community participation. Monitoring metrics, collecting data on user engagement, content verification rates, and feedback to evaluate the platform's impact. Post-launch evaluation, conducting a comprehensive analysis of the platform's performance. Identifying successes and areas for further development. Budget allocation. The $1.8 million budget will be strategically allocated across the 4 phases to ensure each stage receives the necessary resources for successful implementation. The breakdown is as follows. Research and development, $400,000. Platform development, $800,000. Pilot testing, $300,000. Full launch and evaluation, $300,000. This financial commitment reflects a dedication to fostering a culture of collaborative verification which is increasingly vital in combating misinformation. Common themes and differences in sources. Across various sources discussing the implementation of community notes, several common themes emerge. User engagement. The importance of user involvement in the verification process is emphasized, showcasing how community participation can lead to more reliable information dissemination. Combating misinformation. The initiative is recognized as a proactive measure to address the growing problem of misinformation, particularly on digital platforms. However, differences arise in the specifics of the development timeline and the technologies proposed for the platform. Some sources highlight the potential integration of AI tools for content moderation, while others emphasize a community-centric approach without heavy reliance on automated systems. Conclusion. The implementation of community notes in 2024 marks a significant step toward enhancing information verification through community engagement. By following a structured approach across 4 critical phases and with a clear budget allocation, this initiative aims to create a more trustworthy information ecosystem. The success of community notes will depend on active user participation and continuous evaluation, ensuring that it remains responsive to the evolving challenges of misinformation in the digital age. The implementation of community notes in 2024 introduces several counterintuitive aspects that challenge traditional views on information verification and community engagement. Here are the key points highlighting these counterintuitive elements. 1. User-driven verification versus expert oversight. The initiative emphasizes community-driven verification, which may seem counterintuitive in an age where expert validation is often seen as the gold standard for information accuracy. The reliance on non-experts to provide verification challenges the conventional wisdom that only trained professionals should assess content reliability. This approach suggests that community members equipped with local knowledge and context can offer valuable insights that formal experts might overlook. 2. Misinformation mitigation through community engagement. While the common narrative is that misinformation can only be tackled through stringent editorial controls and algorithmic moderation, Community Notes proposes that engaging users directly in the verification process can be a more effective strategy. This contradicts the belief that more technology and oversight are needed to combat false information. Instead, it posits that empowering users can lead to collective intelligence that helps filter out inaccuracies. 3. Phased implementation and budgeting. The structured 4-phase approach with a significant budget allocation of $1.8 million may appear excessive for a community-driven project, especially when many digital initiatives operate with minimal funding. This counters the assumption that community initiatives require little financial backing, demonstrating that thoughtful investment is essential for successful implementation and sustainability. It highlights that a well-funded initiative can yield better results than ad hoc or poorly resourced efforts. For pilot testing in select communities, the decision to conduct pilot testing in specific communities may seem limiting, as one might expect a broader approach to gather diverse user feedback. However, this strategy can be more effective than anticipated, as it allows for focused adjustments and refinements based on concentrated user experiences. This contrasts with the idea that scaling up immediately provides better results. Instead, it suggests that iterative development and localized testing can enhance overall effectiveness. 5. Potential integration of AI versus community focus. The ongoing debate about incorporating AI tools for moderation alongside community input presents a dichotomy that challenges the notion that technology should either dominate or be excluded from the verification process. Some sources advocate for heavy reliance on AI, while others prefer a more traditional community-centric approach. This divergence reveals a counterintuitive perspective that both AI and community involvement can coexist, each compensating for the other's limitations, which could lead to a more balanced and effective verification system. 6. cultural shift towards collaborative verification. The initiative reflects a cultural shift in how verification is viewed. Rather than seeing verification as a gatekeeping function, it frames it as a community responsibility. This challenges the long-standing perspective that information accuracy is solely the purview of institutions and highlights the potential for grassroots movements to play a pivotal role in information integrity. 7. Evaluation metrics post-launch. The focus on evaluation after the full launch may appear to contradict the common practice of continual assessment during implementation. However, this strategy recognizes that the full impact of community-driven initiatives often becomes clear only after they are fully operational. This approach suggests that immediate feedback may not always provide a complete picture, and long-term evaluation can yield richer insights into effectiveness and user engagement. These counterintuitive elements underscore a transformative approach to information verification, prioritizing community involvement and iterative development over traditional methodologies. The Community Notes initiative not only aims to enhance the reliability of information but also redefines the roles of users, technology, and institutions in the verification ecosystem. In the report regarding the implementation of Community Notes in 2024, several critical aspects are likely to be overlooked by many readers, which hold significant implications for the initiative's success and the broader context of misinformation management. 1. Importance of user engagement in verification. While the report emphasizes user engagement as a cornerstone of the Community Notes initiative, the deeper significance of this engagement is often underestimated. The success of user-driven verification lies not merely in participation but in the quality and diversity of the contributions from the community. By involving a wide range of users, the platform can capture a variety of perspectives and expertise, which helps ensure that the verification process is comprehensive and nuanced. Additionally, engaging users fosters a sense of ownership and responsibility towards the content shared within their community. This ownership can lead to more vigilant monitoring of information and a greater willingness to flag inaccuracies. The community's involvement can serve as a form of social accountability, where users are encouraged to uphold standards of accuracy and reliability in the information circulated among them. 2. Challenges of misinformation in different contexts. The report mentions addressing misinformation but does not delve into the complexities and varying contexts in which misinformation proliferates. Different communities may face unique challenges based on cultural, social, and political factors that influence how misinformation spreads and is perceived. Ignoring these contextual differences could lead to a one-size-fits-all approach that fails to address the specific needs and dynamics of individual communities. For instance, misinformation in a politically charged environment may require different verification strategies compared to communities focused on health misinformation. Understanding these nuances is crucial for tailoring the Community Notes platform to effectively combat misinformation across diverse contexts. 3. The role of technology and human moderation. The report hints at potential technological integrations such as AI tools for content moderation, but does not fully explore the implications of technology in the verification process. The balance between automated systems and human oversight is a crucial aspect that can influence the effectiveness of community-driven verification. Over-reliance on AI could lead to the unintentional suppression of legitimate content or the overlooking of nuanced information that requires human judgment. Conversely, a purely human-driven approach may struggle to manage the scale and speed at which misinformation spreads. Understanding how to effectively integrate technology while maintaining human oversight is significant for the credibility and functionality of the Community Notes initiative. 4. Evaluation metrics post-launch. The evaluation phase post-launch is mentioned, but the report does not specify what metrics will be used to assess the success of the Community Notes initiative. Defining clear evaluation metrics is essential for understanding the effectiveness of the verification process and for making informed adjustments to the platform. Metrics could include user engagement levels, the rate of verified versus unverified content, and user satisfaction with the verification process. Additionally, assessing the impact on misinformation spread within the community, such as changes in the prevalence of false information before and after the implementation, could provide valuable insights into the initiative's effectiveness. The significance of having robust evaluation criteria cannot be overstated, as it will determine the long-term viability and adaptability of the Community Notes platform. 5. Budget allocation and resource distribution. While the report outlines a budget allocation of $1.8 million, the specifics of how these funds will be distributed across the 4 phases are not detailed. Understanding the financial commitment to each phase is vital for stakeholders to gauge whether sufficient resources are being allocated to critical areas such as user training and community outreach during the pilot testing phase. Moreover, the budget allocation reflects the prioritization of various aspects of the initiative. A lack of transparency in financial distribution could raise questions about the sustainability of the project and whether it is adequately resourced to achieve its objectives. This consideration is particularly significant in initiatives dealing with misinformation, as they often require ongoing investment to adapt to evolving challenges. Conclusion. The implementation of Community Notes in 2024 represents a proactive approach to tackling misinformation through community engagement. However, several critical aspects of the initiative, such as the depth of user engagement, the contextual challenges of misinformation, the balance between technology and human oversight, the clarity of evaluation metrics, and the nuances of budget allocation, are often overlooked. Addressing these factors is crucial for ensuring the initiative's success and fostering a more reliable information ecosystem. By acknowledging and analyzing these elements, stakeholders can work towards a more effective implementation of Community Notes that genuinely resonates with and serves the needs of diverse communities. 1. User engagement as a core component. The emphasis on user involvement in the verification process stands out as a pivotal aspect of the Community Notes initiative. Engaging users not only fosters a sense of ownership over the content being verified but also enhances the reliability of the information disseminated. By involving the community, the platform leverages diverse perspectives and expertise, which can significantly improve the accuracy of information. This user-driven approach is critical in addressing the pervasive issue of misinformation prevalent in digital spaces. 2. Structured phased approach. The initiative is designed around a well-defined 4-phase structure: research and development, platform development, pilot testing, and full launch and evaluation. This phased approach allows for iterative learning and adaptation, where insights gained in one phase can inform the next. The careful planning of each phase ensures that the project is not only responsive to user needs but also able to incorporate feedback effectively, minimizing risks and maximizing the chances of success. 3. Strategic budget allocation. The allocation of a $1.8 million budget across the 4 phases reflects a serious commitment to the initiative's goals. Each phase receives dedicated financial resources, which are crucial for thorough research, platform development, and subsequent testing. This financial backing underscores the importance of fostering a collaborative verification culture. The transparent distribution of funds can also serve to build trust among stakeholders and the community, as they can see tangible investments in each step of the process. For addressing misinformation, the initiative is positioned as a proactive measure against the growing challenge of misinformation, particularly on social media and other digital platforms. By establishing a community-driven verification protocol, the project aims to create a more reliable information ecosystem. This focus on combating misinformation is increasingly relevant in today's digital landscape, where the spread of false information can have serious societal implications. The Community Notes initiative not only seeks to improve accuracy but also aims to empower users to take an active role in shaping the information environment. 1. The Federalist Papers 1787–1788. This collection of 85 articles and essays was written by Alexander Hamilton James Madison. and John Jay to promote the ratification of the United States Constitution. The Federalist Papers served as a crucial form of community discourse engaging the public in debates about governance and the structure of the new nation. They emphasized the importance of informed citizen participation in the democratic process and provided foundational arguments for the principles of federalism and checks and balances. 2. The Great Moon Hoax 1835. A series of articles published in the New York Sun claimed the discovery of life and civilization on the moon attributed to the astronomer Andrew Grant. The sensationalist stories captivated the public and demonstrated the power of media in shaping perceptions of truth. The hoax highlighted the need for verification in journalism and the critical role of an informed audience in discerning fact from fiction. Prefiguring modern discussions about misinformation in media. 3. The Yellow Journalism Era, late 1800s. This period was characterized by sensationalist news reporting that prioritized eye-catching headlines and stories over factual accuracy. Pioneered by publishers like William Randolph Hearst and Joseph Pulitzer, yellow journalism often incited public emotion and engagement, significantly influencing public opinion and political discourse, particularly during events like the Spanish-American War. This historical case underscores the challenges of misinformation and the necessity for reliable verification protocols in news dissemination, paralleling contemporary efforts like community notes to combat false narratives in social media. Future outlook: implementation of community notes in 2024. The implementation of community notes in 2024 signifies a pivotal shift in how information is verified and disseminated across digital platforms, particularly social media. With a budget allocation of $1.8 million, the initiative is structured into 4 critical phases, each focusing on user-driven verification protocols. This approach not only aims to combat misinformation but also enhances community engagement and content accuracy. Predictions for the future. 1. Increased user engagement and trust. As community notes rolls out, we anticipate a notable increase in user engagement. By involving users directly in the verification process, platforms are likely to foster a sense of ownership and responsibility among community members. This could lead to a more informed user base that is both proactive and vigilant about the information they consume and share. Over the next few years, we predict a significant rise in trust towards community-verified information, potentially reversing the trend of skepticism towards online content. 2. Enhanced misinformation mitigation. The proactive measures taken through community notes are expected to yield substantial results in mitigating misinformation. As communities become more adept at identifying and correcting false information collaboratively, we foresee a decline in the spread of misleading content. This could lead to a more stable information environment where factual accuracy is prioritized. By 2026, platforms employing community notes may report a measurable reduction in misinformation incidents. 3. Integration of advanced technologies. Although the initial phases focus primarily on community involvement, we predict that by the end of 2024 there will be an increased integration of advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence (AI) and machine learning (ML) to assist in the verification process. These technologies can analyze large datasets and flag potential misinformation, complementing community efforts. As the platform matures, we anticipate that AI tools will evolve to support users in real time, enhancing the overall efficiency of the verification process. 4. Expansion beyond initial communities. The pilot testing phase in select communities will provide valuable insights. But we predict that the success of community notes will lead to its expansion across a broader range of platforms and demographics by 2025. As the system proves effective, more organizations and social media platforms are likely to adopt similar user-driven verification protocols. This could create a network of community-driven verification systems that span various topics, cultures, and languages. 5. Regulatory and industry impacts. As user-driven verification becomes more prevalent, we expect that regulatory bodies will take notice, potentially leading to new standards for information accuracy and accountability in digital spaces. By 2025, there may be discussions around the establishment of regulatory frameworks that support community verification initiatives, encouraging more platforms to adopt similar practices. This could reshape industry norms regarding content responsibility and transparency. 6. Long-term cultural shift. The implementation of community notes is not just a technological change, it could signal a long-term cultural shift in how information is perceived and shared. As users become more engaged in the verification process, there may be a broader cultural movement towards valuing accuracy and accountability in communication. This shift could influence educational practices, media literacy initiatives, and even personal responsibility in information sharing. Conclusion. In summary, the implementation of community notes in 2024 is poised to create a significant impact on how information is verified and consumed in the digital age. Through user-driven engagement, advanced technology integration, and potential regulatory support, we predict a future where misinformation is more effectively addressed and community participation in content verification becomes the norm. As this initiative unfolds, the landscape of information sharing may transform, leading to a more trustworthy and reliable digital ecosystem.